Marissa Acierto is based in San Diego, and she's a community organizer. And now we're talking to her with regards to, well, the dialogue she's been having with the multicultural communities. Now, you were saying about the effect of what Donald Trump has said about building a wall in the Latino community. So, are you trying to say that definitely there's a lot of work to be done for the Hispanic community for Donald Trump?
On that end, I could see again that it basically the bottom line is I don't think that that the Latino community feels that a wall is something that is going to help, and I think that that's where it all boils down to. But what they don't realize is that when the community in San Diego and all the other communities in the border, they don't realize that not only does it would help economically in the communities where the wall will be because of economic empowerment. I mean, look at it in a different factor. I mean, in a different shade. Meaning, like, for example, of course, there will be more jobs in our community areas and all the different states that have the wall. And I think that safety issues concerned. It's not Latinos that are only crossing the border. There are other communities in the border that are also crossing. So it's not about the Mexican Americans. It's just that, of course, it becomes a target because of the fact that it's the country. So I think that that's where people kind of get that mixed feeling and emotion that that they're targeting just the Mexican Americans, but it's not that at all. I mean, there are other sub factors behind the other parts of the country that has other communities that are there that are coming here, and so it's just it's just not them alone, and everybody, of course, anywhere in the world, of course, everybody wants to be in America, and is it really truly fair that only one community is able to enter and and get all of the wonderful benefits that America offers, and I'm sure like in the Philippines and Vietnam. Even in Europe, I'm sure all want to be American citizens or even be an immigrant here in America, to live here as well. So, we have to still factor all the things that are really wonderful that, that a lot of the immigrants that are coming here can benefit from. And again, it's all about hoping that they do it the right way versus the wrong way.
So, Marissa, would you say that aside from immigration, definitely jobs will be a main issue? And what about the other issues as well, like terrorism, the national security, foreign relations, and many others?
Well, yes, definitely. Of course, those are basically also one of the main reasons of the areas of the community within that wall. I mean, the terrorism is a sub-factor, again, and it's not just one community that's creating that terror. And I'm sure that if people Google it and read upon it, it's many communities at large, and those are the ones that that kind of like harm the fact that immigrants from coming in, and we hope that that people understand the whole dynamics behind it. That it, especially living in San Diego County, that that there's a lot of people here that do want safety issues. And if you talk to some Hispanics that are here, they also feel the same way too. But they may not be as vocal because, of course, they don't want to upset their own community.
Mm-hmm. Now, Marissa, let's talk about the emails. This is an issue about Hillary Rodham Clinton. What about the trust issue for Hillary Clinton? Do you think people trust her?
That's a good question because actually I just spoke to a young lady. Well, she's not a young lady anymore, but she was young when she was here in San Diego. But now she's an outstanding citizen over there in Vegas, and she's comes back and forth here to San Diego, and she also does media over there in that sector. And she said it is comparable, meaning that when I asked her a question, I asked her the question about what her opinion was, what she thought about the Trump and Hillary campaign, and she said it's comparable to a high school popularity contest that's manipulated by the mainstream media. We are stuck with a lying crook or a rebellious billionaire who thinks he can be the comeback kid of America. I am still a Republican, although one man doesn't change my values or priorities.
Mm-hmm.